Hey there football fans, and welcome back to Footy Today, where we bring you the latest football news from around the world. Today we have three interesting stories to share with you. From a group of Qatari investors are ready to buy Tottenham Hotspur and then keep Daniel Levy running the club. We'll then speak about some Manchester United players who are starting to question the manager Ruben Amorim and his decision making, also his style of play. And lastly, we'll speak about Arsenal are in shock as one of the key players is now injured for the season. So let's get started. A group of Qatari investors want to keep Daniel Levy on at the club if they manage to complete a takeover of the Premier League giants. Tottenham, who are valued at 3.75 billion, have taken a big step forward off the pitch in recent years, with Spurs moving into a new stadium and increasing revenue streams. There was hope towards the end of last year that former Newcastle United co-owner Amanda Staveley was leading an effort to buy Tottenham with Qatari VIPs in similar fashion to how she helped PIF buy the Magpies. And now details of a potential deal with Qatari investors have emerged, with The Guardian claiming that Levy could be given the chance to stay on at Tottenham by a consortium seeking to buy the club. The report adds, The Guardian has learned that a group of Qatari investors are willing to give Daniel Levy a long-term contract to continue running the club as executive chairman. If the club retain Levy, that will be a controversial move, as most of the fans cannot stand him and want somebody new running the club. However, the investors are impressed with how Levy runs the club and makes money. The Qataris want control of Spurs, but the proposed takeover could take the form of a phased buyout, under one model being considered by the investors. Levy would be offered a management contract to run the club. Daniel Levy has been one of the most important people at Tottenham since 2001. He's had a part to play on Spurs' growth. However, right now, Spurs are doing well off the pitch, but not on the pitch, and the fans are starting to get frustrated. If the Qataris do take over Tottenham, they'll then be classed as one of the richest clubs in the world. Moving on to our next story, the Man United players have been discussing whether a change of style is required under Ruben Amorim to get better performances and results. The Daily Mail claimed that the United players have privately discussed whether it'll be a good move for Amorim to tweak his tactics. The newspaper wrote, Gary Neville has voiced concerns that Amorim is struggling to sell his ideas to the Manchester United players and confidentially understands that some have discussed amongst themselves whether a change of plan and tactics will suit them way better. However, that's unlikely to happen anytime soon after Ruben Amorim vowed to stand by his philosophy at all costs despite losing 8 of his 20 games in charge playing a 3-4-3 formation with wingbacks. But United visit Tottenham on Sunday, with both clubs uncomfortably close to the relegation zone, and there is growing concern among some players that the teething problems they have experienced under Amorim are not going to improve unless he considers tweaking his system. Now, Neville was speaking after last week's 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace. Neville called Amorim to change things for the time being or risk the players losing faith in his ideas. Neville said, I thought it would be better when Ruben Amorim came in. The enthusiasm of his new system, the players would buy into it and we'd see a bounce. But we've seen the absolute opposite, and it's got a lot worse. United are obviously going to stick with Amorim, but the more you lose, the more difficult it gets for the manager to convince the players of his ideas. And slowly I'm even seeing a few fans starting to moan about this. Now on to our last story. The Athletic's David Ornstein has confirmed Kai Havertz will miss the rest of the season as Arsenal face a striker crisis following a dry January of transfer spending. Ornstein broke the news in The Athletic that Kai Havertz is set to miss the rest of the season. He wrote, It is unclear yet whether the 25-year-old will require surgery on the problem, but his focus is now getting fit for next season. Havertz's unexpected absence adds to Arsenal's issues in their front forward line. Bukayo Saka travelled with the squad to Dubai but is expected to be out until March after undergoing hamstring surgery in December. Gabriel Martinelli is not anticipated to return for around a month after picking up a hamstring injury of his own against Newcastle United. And Gabriel Jesus faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines after sustaining an ACL injury, so it looks like he'll also be coming back next season. Speaking recently, former Arsenal winger Jermaine Pennant had a feeling the Gunners' failure to strengthen in January could cost them in the title race. Pennant told Tribal Football, Yeah, I was a little surprised that Arsenal didn't strengthen. We've seen certain games where they are missing a bit of sharpness, that little bit of cutting edge, a goal scorer. I don't think they made the title challenge any easier by not buying in a striker. That's going to cost them really bad this season. And there we have it. There are 3 stories for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it'll help our channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.